Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Well, President Trump told us that he would drain the swamp, and he's coming through, and it's time for us to come through when the midterms come around. But another thing that President Trump has done that's been great, and this includes removing us from the TPP, getting us out of the Paris Climate Accord. From the Washington Examiner, Trump delivering biggest cut in regulations since Ronald Reagan. And again, these are regulations that you could have found in the TPP, regulations you could have found in the Paris Climate Accord, and just many other regulations that have been building up and building up and building up and building up. And so President Trump decided to give a speech about it and describe exactly what he's talking about with all of these regulations. Here's President Trump.
Instead of rebuilding our country, Washington has spent decades building a dense thicket of rules, regulations, and red tape. It took only 4 years to build the Golden Gate Bridge and 5 years to build the Hoover Dam, and less than 1 year to build the Empire State Building. People don't believe that. It took less than 1 year. But today it can take 10 years and far more than that just to get the approvals and permits needed to build a major infrastructure project. These charts beside me are actually a simplified version of our highway permitting process. It includes 16 different approvals involving 10 different federal agencies being governed by 26 different statutes.
So he tells you about how it used to be easier to build. We could build things quicker when the government wasn't getting in the way of us and our prosperity. So here's President Trump actually illustrating that in real time.
As one example, and this happened just 30 minutes ago, I was sitting with a great group of people responsible for their state's economic development and roadways. All of you are in the room now. And one gentleman from Maryland was talking about a 18-mile road, and he brought with him some of the approvals that they've gotten and paid for. They spent $29 million for an environmental report weighing 70 pounds and costing $24,000 per page. And I said, do me a favor, I'm going to make a speech in a little while. Do you mind if I take that and show it? So I'm going to show it.
This is why I love President Trump right here.
Phase one.
He's showing you exactly what he's talking about. He has a meeting with these people. He has meetings with real Americans who are dealing with this nonsense. There he goes. Just toss it aside. Get these regulations out of our way. The crowd roars because they're the ones that have been dealing with this. They're the ones that have been trying to rebuild this country, trying to rebuild the infrastructure. Trump says, tell me the issues. How can we make this better? They say, well, President Trump, I tried to build a road and I got 3 binders of government regulations, couldn't even lay any pavement. That's what Trump says. He says, get this crap out of our way. He's done with it.
Make sure I move it. I don't want to trip on the way out. That would be a big story. Especially to trip over that. So they spent millions and millions of dollars. When I said, how long has this short roadway been talked about? The gentleman said, well, if you say 20 years, you're safe. I said, yeah, don't.
So 20 years trying to build a road and nothing but government regulations in the way. Pathetic. President Trump wants to do something about it. Here was a powerful speech from President Trump also 2 days ago, talking about the people that are trying to stop him and the American people's agenda.
The entrenched interest and failed bitter voices in Washington will do everything in their power to try and stop us from this righteous cause, to try to stop all of you. They will lie, they will obstruct, They will spread their hatred and their prejudice. But we will not back down from doing what is right.
Amen to that, President Trump, and that's why we have to get behind him. That's why all of these leaders of America that he's meeting with are behind his agenda and cheer for him when he gives these speech.
Electrify your day with Secret 12. It's like lightning in a bottle. We all have days in which we just can't seem to perform at the level we'd like to. Infowars Life Secret 12 is designed to naturally energize your body and mind with 2 great tasting and super high quality forms of vitamin B12. Proper vitamin and nutrient intake is essential to keep your body functioning at optimum levels. The reality is, it's hard to take in the proper amount of vitamins we need each day with our modern diets. Secret 12 by Infowars Life is an easy way to naturally upgrade your vitamin B12 intake and support your body's natural systems. It pairs 2 forms of vitamin B12 into one explosive formula. Vitamin B12 supports healthy energy levels through red blood cell formation and aiding in the body's natural processes, but it also assists with many other functions of the body. Electrify your mind and body and take your health to the next level. Experience the power of Secret 12 at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.